Hello, hello, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So, last time we talked to the boss man, finally, and today we are finally gonna do the autopsy. It only took 4 days of and probably a week for the body to finally get down here. So let's go on ahead and finally do the autopsy. Took a while, but alright, let's see what we can do with this.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Well, it's down.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Field autopsy.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else to do this, doctor? Don't we have someone else to cut this shit open? A doctor, yeah.
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From autopsy to cleanup to social work. Everything.
Alright, give me a second. Let's see, do you have anything interesting to put here? Oh yeah, I want to do the Kingdom of Consciousness, so let's try doing that one. Alright. Wait, honorary rank of detective?
An honor and a burden
Oh.
attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective.
Alright, let me just take this away. Alright. Yes, I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now,
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Alright, what is the field autopsy?
come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
You kind of forget if I don't have any memory, but right. Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
Alright.
I'll ask you when I need you to. For the most part, maybe I should handle the contact and you take notes?
That's probably a good idea. So we just fill this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Alright, open your ledger and at the field autopsy
The
report.
dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
Alright.
Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
1 assistant.
That's you.
Right, Harrier Dubois, Lieutenant Double and Freighter.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
Corner case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Yeah, you actually know that.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi.
Oh, that's interesting.
57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived at the scene before you.
And what would that make the alphanumeric?
HDB 41 0803. Help me out with the time of day, anyone? 11:11. It's meaningful. 10:15. It's understated.
10:15.
Good. Let's go with that.
The lieutenant is quite surprised you managed to come up with an adequate case number.
Name.
We've heard the nom de guerre. Lely. It's better than nothing. Write it down.
Lely.
What's next? Date of birth?
Date of birth.
NA.
Yeah, non-applicable. Age.
Roughly 50.
Right, roughly
The
50.
corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky!
That's not the type of sex we're talking about. The little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex?
Male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Alright.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
HDB 41 0803.1015 listens, motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
I'm not seeing anything yet, but we know there's tampering here. Write down, yes, non-visual, corroborated by witness.
Alright.
See report.
Write it down.
Good.
The lieutenant falls silent. He places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today.
Jesus.
42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body to his side and checks the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it
The
down.
rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
When am I gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Let's not.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planting on either side of his body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, yellow. Length, 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Why would you want to touch the corpse's hair? Let's just write it down.
Lividity appears consistent with hanging, but is not. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head and chest. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Yeah, sure it was.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation. Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife with the other hand, pulling out on the belt. He starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
Still worrying. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we've got these chain cutters. Put out the rubber gripped cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope, squeezing the man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much
man.
precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the yeast. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there, steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
Alright, let's pray.
You jam the
Fuck.
cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah,
Damn it.
somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then
Rotate some more.
a really, really bad smell is coming from there now. And some kind of cracking sound.
Fuck.
The lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggoty. Corpse fucking time.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
Yeah, let's just...
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision.
Damn, we were so close, dude. We won.
The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
He hands the chain cutters back and he kneels close to the body, running his finger across the dark red gloves until he comes to a gap.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Well done. Sounds like it would throw us off if we didn't know.
That he was dead. Yes. They moved fast. This is a good treatment.
Write it down.
Chest is intact. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia...
He pulls the man's underpants.
No, it's gonna happen. See.
I fucking knew it.
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death?
Not from where I look, no. But you're right. Your hunch was right. He was having sex when he died.
Talking about sex. He's gonna suck him off now. I know it.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. Last item, hands.
He inspects and then moves on to the other hand. Let the lieutenant work.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Were you expecting any?
Not particularly, him being dead when they carried him over.
It is very hard to struggle when you're dead. Death is the end of struggle.
Write it down.
Oh, that's all for the external. Well done.
Alright,
What next?
I want the internal examination to be last. Description
I'm
of
afraid
injuries.
We can't continue before we've gone through both the external and internal examination first. Thoroughly.
Okay. Okay.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this
What
story,
would that be?
he looks at you inquisitively.
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in his blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
The officer grins.
Thank you for lightening his mood. It's hard down there.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Ugh.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The color commentary isn't really helping, buddy.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Makes sense, he was strangled pretty hard.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched, as if in a prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaw. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Let's write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why, don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. I don't think
Neither
so.
am I.
And that's it?
That's it.
Alright.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist in me is wondering if there's something we can still do.
Like a toxicology screening. At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Add a toxicology request.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Makes sense, yeah.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field of the list. He looks around to the ground, a pool of feces there.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Yeah, let's write it down a bit. Voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries, now that we've fully examined the body.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What about the injuries? We have inflicted.
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, I have inflicted.
Okay, so there's an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention it. Better not to muddy the waters.
Agreed, the waters are muddy enough.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Of the bite marks, non-fatal post-mortem. Let me see. Yeah, post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next?
What's the 4th injury field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Alright, ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
We know this was not fatal. It was post-mortem. What killed him was the bullet to the... was the bullet.
That's right. No clawing marks on the neck. No signs of struggle on the wrists. A witness statement from the perpetrators confirms. Wound is post-mortem. Treatment. That's it. Field autopsy done, detective. All that remains is to see if the alleged cause of death, the bullet, is truly lodged in his brain. I'll leave that to you, colleague. Or to processing. I won't force you in there.
Oh yeah, finally. Let's get in there.
Seriously, I can just back him and drive him to the morgue anytime you tell me to. No need for heroics, unless you want to.
Let's try tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come
Nothing.
back later, Corporal.
Alright, let's
Amuse
try it.
yourself with my frank manners.
Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's
All right.
dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
Good, it was almost impossible. We got a 15 plus modifier. Here we go.
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around.
Put your finger in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Play with it. This feels right.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
This is it.
Keep going.
Kuno nods, too. He takes a step closer.
Touch it with your fingers gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your fingers in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
The fuck is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
Brainstem.
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Feel around
The
first.
basal ganglia feels clumpy. The bullet has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The undulations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet.
The cavity is here, cut right between the
The
hemispheres.
lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper,
Fucking cavity, see?
Kuno's voice is hushed.
quivering with awe.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin. This must be the bullet.
Alright, let's try it. Thank God we did it. Whew, I was scared for that for a bit. Alright, we got it, finally.
You pick the sharp metal bullet between your index and middle finger. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
I got it.
My pig's fucking got it.
What? What is it?
Slowly pull your fingers out. Damn, this was giving me anxiety. It was so intense. Holy hell.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
Fucking beautiful!
Fucking psychos, these guys.
Bullet.
The lieutenant pulls out a small bag, marked evidence under it. Drop it in.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
The lieutenant drops the bag in your hand. It feels light.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth.
Alright.
High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Correct.
Opinion, fatal injury.
This concurs with the Hardy Boys story and classes.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3, ligament mark. Treatment. It's obvious the Hardy Boys tampered with it.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers? I think...
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
this little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
I think I need to wash myself.
You really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling and Rise should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
You'll be gone. What you do in the meantime?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks, and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Alright, let's leave for a bit. Before we do, let me examine the footprints just a little bit more.
What do you see? What do I think then, after?
Indeed.
But we know the victim had a bullet in his head. A more precise way to... Exactly. They had to...
Alright, so nothing here. Nothing here, and let's go into the apartments. And actually, let's take a look at the a bullet.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with you, bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
Inspect the bullet
The
closer.
jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacked bullet, close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle. Not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez. Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
Alright, let's try and do this. Can I... Actually, let me take a look. Let's actually try it. The good old save and try again. And try... Let's try
The
it.
bullet is still safely sealed up. You can't remember what happened.
Nope. That's why you save before you try stuff. Alright, let's try again.
The bullet is still safely... A rifle,
There we go.
Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago.
Maybe we can talk to the old guys about it.
Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Alright, let me just do conceptualization again. Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from.
Okay. And?
Shot probably from a Belmargrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
That's probably a good thing.
I have to hand it to the monarchs. It's quite admirable that they took the advice of criminologists last century and banned the use of breech-loaders in peacetime. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzleloaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Makes you consider every shot. I like it.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Seems like we're looking for antiques. Could be a victim mixed up with someone in foreign guerrilla fighters. Well, have well-armed Jamok bangers started crossing over into Martinez. Yeah, something mysterious is aloof about the antique bullet type.
Mysterious? Okay. Either way, we'll know when we find the gun.
Alright. Let's talk to the old guys then. We still have that picture still to show them, so... That's a good thing. Let's go on ahead. Ah shit, they're not here, they're over there. I overshot them. Hey man,
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right to the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
That's suspicious as hell.
It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officers. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
I see. He wanted to. What I think happened is he wanted to give him money, like something like that, you know. But the guy was too prideful to actually receive charity or something like that. So he gave him a fake job, basically. Mostly decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
He tries to argue.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
There's probably nothing wrong with tarot collecting. It's my side thing, too.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Alright, I saw the picture in here. You were in it. You looked happy. Who's the girl?
She is nobody.
Oh my.
This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Alright, actually, let's do this one.
Kingdom of Conscience. The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
Most dialogue options heal 1 morale. Oh, that's good. And you got more volition and logic. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Find the murder weapon, wash off death smell, send victim's body to processing. Alright, let's save. And talk. Let's try doing this.
Officer? What
Yeah, I knew it. We'll get it. Though I am kind of curious about this guy. Yep, Kim, you're right on top of him.
Vigilance officer? What can...
As René
Nice.
turns from you to his partner and back, the medals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proudly.
How many medals are there?
2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun.
Look at the cross.
A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle.
Look at the sun.
A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below.
The medals. Did you get them
For
for...
bravery.
He interjects.
It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have been a number of controversial episodes in his service days.
For bravery.
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shat themselves.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
Save the princeling.
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frisel thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest.
That didn't work out, did it?
Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camo.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Coron. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion.
Oh no.
The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Must have been a
I
bloodbath.
got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw.
Yikes.
Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
Ah.
Hang on to the story. Veterans get sentimental after such retellings. This might yield something useful.
Okay. What did you do?
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnoux, le fléau des chevaux.
The bane of horses.
Huh.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me.
Damn, he still lived, survived that?
The Dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
This would never happen to Johnny. Point to jaw. My jaw is tight. There's no dig, that's a fighter.
I grabbed the Dink and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the jailless freak convinced Frissel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood. Piece and shit. He was the commanding officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Sounds like you're being modest, Rene.
The old carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drisson. 2 days
Jesus.
later that was. And that even while crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Jesus, man.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
Let's try. Hold on. You're just a little bit proud of Rene's heroics, aren't you?
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like Rene himself. Certainly not to me.
I mean, it is really impressive, even for pacifists, you gotta admit.
How did you find the story to be, officer?
You know, very impressive. I do like to say it's impressive.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't end this out for anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Yeah, I figured.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Thanks for the story, Rene.
There were many such stories in those days. Many such men too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
I'll do it later. What's this?
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta.
The what? Sounds like my stomach's growling.
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow.
Vow.
The vows of blood and flesh.
Alright, let's see what the endurance is. Take the blow, don't let the world kill you. That's what my lower intestine's going on about.
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, brota.
Oh no. What is fascism though?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revishal's problems?
I thought you were my circulatory system.
Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link. Yes, them, but also women.
Oh no. Woman.
Men of Wu. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Wu men need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
Jesus Christ, endurance.
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that Wu men need to know their place.
I'm having some kind of stomach seizure.
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Why am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times.
Fascism sounds so bad though. What if we call it something else, like traditionalism?
Okay, yes, let's call it that. Good thinking. That sounds much better. Traditionalism. You like the sound of that.
Okay, stomach, I've made up my mind about fascism.
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, brota.
Yeah, no, sorry, buddy.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines, knocking on your alcohol-engorged liver. It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
Yeah, buddy, I'm not doing that. The other one, the thing you need is drama, right? So, oh, let me see, actually. Give me the things that give me the most drama. Drama. And logic, drama. Where is it? It's jacket, right? Yeah, drama. And nothing gives me less drama, right? Yep, I think this is it. I'm just gonna go into the wall as usual, and then we can go ahead and try to spin a story to the old man. It only works once, so let's see if it does produce something.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah.
Why must we stop?
Nope, it's still a wall. Alright. We're getting there eventually. Alright, we got all dramaed up, so let's take a look. See if we can spin a story to the old man.
Vigilance officer? What can this all carry?
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be anything worth mentioning among your achievements. You should resort to good old lying.
Ah, man, we were so close. Okay, give me a second. We can do it. I do wonder if we're gonna remember anything if we talk to the old man. And actually
Vigilance
succeed.
officer? What can this all carry?
Go long. Go deep. Go unconventional.
My story doesn't have gunfire, blood, or spilled guts, but let me give you a different take on heroism.
Sure, officer. Let's hear your take.
Imagine just flickering into existence from nothingness.
I'm not following you.
He'll get it. Don't worry. Just continue. He's gonna be impressed.
Imagine knowing nothing but the sweet oblivion, to wake up into unbelievable pain. Imagine the pain that makes giving birth seem like a mosquito bite, but inside your head. Alright, let's start with this one.
The man stares at you, silently frowning.
Line, right when you are willing to do just about anything to make it stop, you open your
The
eyelids.
carabiner crosses his arms and spits in the crater.
Realize your mind, everything around you is gone. You realize the man body with you is all a husk. Memories erased. You've put yourself too far past the point of no return.
You're talking about getting blackout shit-faced drunk and going into delirium, right?
Yes, impatiently.
The lieutenant looks up from his notes and nods to the old carabiner.
I'm talking about much more than that.
How so, then?
He leans with his hands in his hips. Look, I don't think anyone's ever been so drunk. It must be a record. It was transcendental event. I saw beyond the veil.
The lieutenant sighs audibly, but keeps his eyes on the notebook.
And I thought getting my knee shattered and surviving on rat carcasses in the trench was bad. Here, have one of my medals. You've earned it, officer.
Extremely rigid principles this old soldier has. Don't leave room for a change of heart or backing out. The medal is yours.
Thank you, Renee. I'm honored.
The veteran extends his right arm with the sun-shaped medal. It glimmers in his wrinkled and scarred palm. Flashes of bloody and terrible scenes of war. Men dying, horses shrieking, blood sinking into sand and snow and asphalt and fertile black earth. All of this accompanied by a musical composition telling of heroism of old, when men were bigger in both body and heart. You feel strange kinship to this old soldier. You and him are the same now.
Was there something else you wanted to take from us?
I don't think there was anything else he wanted, was there? You got the medal. Now let's solve the crime.
Thank you for your time. Oh, we get more rhetoric from this, and it's, what is this? Oh, it's this, alright. We get more rhetoric from that, that's interesting. Right, but before that, let's just switch back to our thing. And the tie gives us more shivers, but unless anything... Nah, we're good, I guess. I mean, I think this is rhetoric, less empathy, conceptualization. Let's go for that. Oops. Oh, that's a coat, never mind. Yeah, I think we're good like this. Alright, let's give the novelty check this guy then. Before we go into the apartments. To try... Oh, we can talk to this guy. Whoops, what's this?
Wait. No. Something about this bunch doesn't smell right.
What do you mean, aren't they Everett guys?
They are, but they don't seem too keen to talk with you, do they? No, they don't. Glenn seems to be contemplating grievous bodily harm while he massages his raw knuckles. In the far back, Eugene is doing his best to ignore you.
Meanwhile, Fat August keeps shooting with furtive glance and mumbling uneasily to himself.
And from his perch at the end of the table, Titus Hardy himself stares at you with a cold contempt that makes you want to leave the cafeteria straight away. Besides, you're pretty sure they consider themselves social democrats.
Alright, let's go look elsewhere. Oh, we're looking for communists still?
Hi again, gendarme. You
You
can keep it. I don't mind. I can abuse
thanks,
it
I
now.
get it.
Well, bye-bye,
Nope,
gendarme.
okay, there's nothing there. I guess we can go ahead and talk to the guy. Hey, buddy.
Can I help you?
About the bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
I have this giant novelty check.
You must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. Real funny. But this establishment only takes cash. Now, do you have that cash, Mr. Novelty Check Man?
Frit, near the gates. They'll exchange it.
Right near the gate. Alright.
Why are you wasting...
Oh, we also have this, and alright. Let's go to Fleet first. Where is Fleet? Let me see a map. It would be pretty good if we could see where everyone is, right? What the hell is Fleet? Damn it. Novelty Dice Maker. The church woman, the church people, Measurehead and Measurehead. What the hell is Fleet? Near the gate? Is it you? I don't think it is you. Oh, right. No. I think it's like over here. Alright, let's go in here. Because I do want to, like, take a shower and stuff like that, but let's see, where is Frit? Can we go down here? I don't think we can. Who the hell is Frit? I think I remember that name, but I'm not remembering it right now. Frit. Oh, the kiosk. Is that what you meant? Not a person, but a kiosk? That one, maybe? Hey, do you have any, can I trade this in?
Is this about the questions again?
I need to
'Cause
exchange
I
this
don't
novelty
really know
check for
anything.
cash.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before, and slips under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the Union. The Union works for you by supplying you with cash.
That's it.
The tear machine snapped. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Nice. We got 18 from that. That's pretty good. We are pretty good with money. I am gonna spend money on that, on the Whirlin and Rags for tonight. I don't think the thing has a shower, so we're pretty good on that. Let's go around so we can get the thing finally. Talk to the people in the apartments, see if they have anything. Let's check. Where is the quests? Void Raver, Spirit Eternal, Haunted the Spirit, Loved Armor, Titus. Find all armor pieces, Mano. Where is the thing? There we go. Apartment 20, alright. Whoops.
There it is again. There's a spectral scent haunting this pair, no doubt. And it smells like years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams, ground beneath the inexorable tides of capital.
Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
What do you smell? Nothing. Or at least nothing in particular. As far as you're concerned, your nose seems to be purely decorative, absolute rubbish. Your politico-olfactory cortex doesn't deceive you. The smell is coming from that balcony over there.
You mean from Cindy?
Certainement. A precocious communist youth. A symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact with your revolutionary brothers and sisters. A chance to establish contact with the future. What a beautiful, terrible thought.
Alright, let's talk to her then.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Piss off and fuck the world, send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
I think they're afraid of you.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Arcel, what are you even trying to achieve?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. button matinees. No gunshots. No sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
She's making a valiant effort to come off as a nihilist, but she's really just an angry little commie. No wonder she was talking about the streets flowing red. That's what happened during the revolution.
So tell me, what is it like being a skull and a communist?
You got me, pig shit. I don't make for a very good skull. I like animals too much. Simians and pigs. But I'm still gonna write some damn good graffiti-o on this wall.
Her voice sounds different when she speaks this candidly. Older somehow.
Hey, sister, let's talk politics for a minute.
And what do you know about politics?
I'm looking for comrades to help me fire up the great Mazovian sausage grinder. Will you help me?
The girl erupts in a cackle that seems like it should belong to a much older woman.
Oh, that's very nice. The little piggy wants to make sausages. Out of what? His little piggy friends?
That's what we need to talk to you about. I don't know what I'm supposed to make sausage out of.
How sad. This little piggy doesn't know very much, does he? Sure. I know someone who'd love to talk that ideological stuff. You're looking for Steban.
Who is he?
A right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
Does this Esteban happen to have a jacket like this?
He might.
Will you help me find him?
No.
Oh.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
Just tell me what you want me to do.
A wicked grin extends across her face. A laughing skull. Death hilarious. This is gonna be bad.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once. Wow, that was easier than I expected. It's almost like you've been wanting to do it this whole time.
Oh no.
A cool, damp feeling ripples through you.
Ah.
You realize you needn't have rolled over quite so easily. The lieutenant, needless to say, is not impressed.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching. Sort of. Steban's group meets only at night. In an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight. Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
What else can you tell me about him?
Just that he's a real communist. Not like the play acting you've been doing. The rest, you'll have to see for yourself.
Thanks, that's very helpful.
Hold on. You didn't think it would be that easy, did you? See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without one.
Lieutenant clears his throat.
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but I wonder whether it might have something to do with that phrase Mañana mentioned overhearing.
Good. Alright, good thinking,
The
Kim.
lieutenant nods.
Guess this is what happens when two pigs put their heads together.
She seems slightly disappointed.
That's enough. Off with you then.
Thanks, either way. Alright, before that, let's go ahead and finally try to see if the apartment 20. It's around here, right? Or above us, somewhere along the lines. Apartment 20, balcony, yep, it's this way. It's this one, right?
This door is made of metal.
No, okay, never mind. I think it's the other one over here, 20. Let's just do a quick save before we enter. Whoops, no, over here.
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before we move on. What should we expect?
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Thanks. Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's...
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
Alright. Alright. I think I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Let's go.
Hello? Who is it?
Is this Billy Méjean's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside.
There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
Oh boy. This is not gonna be a happy ending, is it? Oh, she looks sad as hell.
It's you from the book stand.
Oh, her. Oh, I know her. She looks at you at a moment without knowing what to do.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thank you, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
Oh my god, even though... Oh, this is going to be bad. She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
No, this is something much worse. Is he in a hospital? How bad is it?
How about some small talk before you break the news? Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place.
Let's try it. Tell her about the dead body.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Méjean, was found dead in the Martinez boatyard.
What did you say?
Your husband is dead. I'm sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
She touches their neck. Eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table. There's 2 cigarette butts still in the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
She turns to you. Her neck and cheeks are covered with red blotches. Her double chin is shaking. It's still early to say, but the first glance seems he slipped and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It's hard to say at this point.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Here, take this.
Yes, thank you.
She smiles, a small, terrified smile, then wipes away her tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
Unreal.
God, should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. He'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
She nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue contact information.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
She rubs her face, runs her fingers over her cheeks that become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath. Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Yep. Set the library card by her, leave the room. Damn, that was sad as hell. Alright, Kim. Gimme.
You did well.
The lieutenant says as soon as you left the apartment, the balcony feels cold and quiet, with a stunning view of the district. Now, what now?
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
Yeah, that's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
Alright. This is closed then.
Let's go.
Man, that was really sad. I was expecting a bit more, but I guess it really was just an accident, huh? Guy was drunk, the boardwalk was dangerous, he fell and broke his neck. Kim, you're facing through the wall, that's alright. Fuck, this was just a depressing episode all around, my god. Alright, I'm not gonna say I hope you enjoy, because that was not really enjoyable, but damn. I guess I'll see you next time for more Disco Elysium. Hopefully with something more cheerful. Ciao.